backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for 2.
Dribble in the corner, Holzer feeds across to a cutting Copperbig.
And spin behind, ball picked up by the Greyhounds, forward pass. Miller hustles back with an outstanding defensive play to get a block shot.
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the 3, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Thursday afternoon. Welcome to another edition of High School Basketball on yourliveevent.com. Happy holidays. I'm Joel Morgan coming to you live from Davies High School. And what is going to be a good EDC girls basketball tilt between the Fargo Davies Eagles and the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. These two teams who, just like every other team in the state, have had their schedule altered because of weather, have still managed to come through strong starts to their 2022-2023 campaign. First, for the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders, they are 4-0 on the season. They defeated Shanley, North, Central, and Horace, last playing on December 20th. 4 straight wins to start the year, 4 straight EDC wins to start the year. None of those 2-point games. There are only 2-point games this season would be West Fargo and Fargo South, but 4 straight wins to start their season. As for the Davies Eagles, 4 straight wins to start their season. They've defeated Central, Cheyenne, Shanley, and Moorhead in a non-conference, non-state game that was played on December 22nd, but they as well undefeated on their season. The only advantage that Red River has in their undefeated streak to start the year is that all 4 of those games have count towards the EDC standings, and the EDC standings right now kind of where you would expect them to be this early in the season. Red River and West Fargo both undefeated, 4-0 in EDC play. Davies 3-0, Wahpeton 3-0. Cheyenne 2-1, then it's Devils Lake, Fargo North, Shanley, Central, Horace South, and Valley City. So the top of the EDC, the top portion, is looking like many people predicted it would look coming into this season. There are some other games being played today. Valley City playing at Fargo South. That game already being played here. That was a noon contest. We'll see if we can get a score on that one. Horace playing at Pierce, a non-EDC game. Shanley at Cheyenne. Devils Lake at Fargo North. So some of those games actually we may get final scores. I'm going to see if I can track those down for us here as we move through our broadcast here on our pregame show. High school basketball here on yourliveevent.com. Let us take a break. We'll come back. We'll hear from Kent Ripplinger, head coach of the Rough Riders, next. This is high school basketball right here on yourliveevent.com.
We aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
As an American family agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong.
This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American Family agent.
American Family Insurance.
EDC girls basketball here on YourLiveEvent.com. Red River against Davies here in Fargo. Kent Ripping there with us on our pregame show. First off, Coach, holiday break, how have things gone for you there?
Well, we had a little bit of time off, so that was nice for the kids, and came back at it on Monday. And, you know, you try to pick up where you left off, and not sure we're quite there yet, but, you know, it's about the only time of the year you get a break, so we're happy to be back, and I think we'll see how it looks tonight, I guess.
And you always know, obviously, you know Christmas break is going to come the same time every year, but weather has just been, this storm that has rolled through here the last few weeks. How has that altered what you guys have had to do getting ready to go into the break?
Well, we didn't lose. We postponed the game with Cheyenne, so we did lose a game technically before this one. So, I guess when you live in North Dakota, you just kind of roll with it because Mother Nature has her way, and it's kind of was the same for both schools, or both, Fargo and Grand Forks. We kind of missed out on the same thing, so it's not like one has an advantage over the other, and you just go with the days you can practice, hope you're prepared as well as you can be, and go in and play. Luckily, it's early in the season, and you still have plenty of things to work on, so, hopefully, and I'm sure pretty much everybody feels that way too, so.
You guys have a really good start here to your season. You returned some names from last year and some experience. Who have been some of those key returners for you here this season?
Well, obviously, Jocelyn's back. Jocelyn Schiller. She was an all-stater for us last year. Led us in scoring and assists. And Riley McQuillan, she was an all-conference kid for us. Just a good all-around player for us, and can shoot the ball well and handle the ball well, and really smart player. Hannah Litzinger, another player for us who, has started the last 2 years, lots of experience. We brought up Ella Spidell as an 8th grader, last year. She's a 9th grader this year, so, that helped to get that year under her belt. And then Cassidy O'Halloran, who starts for us too, she last year got a lot of playing time off the bench and a lot of game experience, so we're really confident with the group we have, and I think we have a good bench too. That some of these girls saw some action last year too with Morgan Hartsey and Maggie Barker. We're just trying to kind of pick up where we left off in terms of our players who have the experience, but we're still trying to develop this bench a little bit, and again tonight we'll see how they respond.
Playing Davies, team, you guys had some good battles last year. Same position in terms of they got a lot of varsity experience. They got some talented players. What do you think is going to be the keys for you guys here in this afternoon's matchup to get the win?
Well, we're going to have to take care of the basketball. Hopefully they don't force us into too many turnovers. I know they like the pressure, and I know they like an up-tempo game, and we just have to be smart with the ball and at the same time play our game too. And I think obviously they're really good. They have very good three-point shooters. We got to get out and cover, and then hopefully we're play well enough to be hanging around near the end. So we have a chance. But rebounding is also big. So if we could put it all together, yeah, it'd be great. So we got lots of things to worry about on for them. But at this time of the year too, we're trying to do what we do and just do it a little bit better than we did last time. So hopefully that plays out as well.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us here. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
We're back on the pregame show, EDC Girls Basketball today on YourLiveEvent.com, an afternoon weekday broadcast. Tony Safransky, head coach of Davies, is with us. First off, Coach, how has your Christmas break been so far?
It's been good. The weather kind of threw some wrenches into a lot of people's travel, but, I think for the most part it was good. It was kind of nice to just stay at home and recover and relax a little bit from a busy December.
And you mentioned the weather. It felt so off that week leading into the break week because we lost 2 days here in Fargo schools because of the weather. Games were moved around, everything. I mean, how did you guys have to adjust in those 2 weeks, also knowing holiday break is coming up?
Yeah, there really isn't much you can do about it. You just have to go with it. But, we missed out on 2 games, that will get rescheduled here, that are rescheduled. But, it's just those opportunities to play early in the season is, always a little bit more challenging later in the season as you're, playing 3 games a week later on in the season. But, it was good. I mean, we got some recovery with some of our kids that have been out with some injuries, so that has helped with a little bit of that as well.
And I know you probably have benchmarks of where you want your team to be over certain phases. I feel like your team, you continue to see a lot of the same names, same players showing up every year, a lot of experience. Has having that helped a little bit kind of get through this rough start in terms of schedule-wise?
Yeah, with some of our starters that have been out with some injuries, it's given some younger kids an opportunity to see the floor a little bit more than what they probably would have if those injuries hadn't occurred. So that's been nice to kind of create some more depth for our team, just kind of let them mature a little bit out on the court as well.
Let's talk about who you brought back this year. Who have been those key returners here in this early start of the season?
Our key returners are our upperclassmen, Ashton and Carly as, our perimeter players that played quite a bit for us last year. And then Ashley Wacha as a returning starter, and Macy Wielden and Brooke Everson as a senior has really come in and really shined for us this year as well.
And let's talk about some of those younger players. I know Fallon's a freshman. She was playing with you guys last year as an 8th grader. She's one of your younger players with varsity experience. Who else are you looking at youth-wise?
Fallon has done a great job, coming in and starting as a freshman for us. We've got Quinn Scary has gotten some playing time here the last few games with some of our injuries, and she's done a really nice job. Arabelle Tukshire has also come in, and Mariah Berian has really come in and given us a spark as well.
You guys are going to play against Red River. They have been a tough team year after year. They got some younger players who have been continuing to improve. What do you expect out of the Rough Riders, and what are the keys here for another EDC win for you guys?
They're very solid, very good team. We expect to be pressed and zoned up today. We will need to play solid defense on all of their players, and then try to keep Jossie Schiller in check if that's possible to do. She's a great player and is just tearing it up right now, so that's obviously a key for us. But her supporting cast is very good as well, so we're going to have to play a very solid game on the defensive end and be able to put the ball in the basket on the offensive end.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us here. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Started Dagelman Industries 60 years ago with one thing in mind. He wanted to make products that had a true impact on the farm. The foundation of Dagelman remains the same today. Build simple, heavy, reliable equipment that will last for generations. We choose to innovate rather than imitate and work hard to remain an industry leader. Will truly said it best. Build it right, build it heavy, and build it to last from top to bottom. If you're interested in joining our team, visit dagelman.com to view our openings.
Every farmer has a good story about picking rocks. Want to hear ours? To this day, we pick rocks on our founder's farm, and they go into every Bell Bank branch we build. How's that for rock-solid commitment?
Every bank wants you to open an account. Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to Bell Bank. We give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
Kate's Kennels, located in Castleton, North Dakota. We offer boarding for all of your furry companions. Whether you're going on vacation or you have an emergency, we are here for you. We know they are a member of your family, and we will treat them as if they were one of our own. Kennel tours are always welcome. Check us out on Facebook at Kate's Kennels or visit our website at kateskennels.com. Give us a call at 701-347-4176 for all your furry friend boarding needs.
Fact. High schools need every sports official they can find. Want to ensure that kids keep playing? Become an official and a leader. Over 25,000 North Dakota student athletes participate in statewide school-sponsored sports programs. Sports provide students with real-time training for real life. Teamwork and planning under pressure provide our young men and women with skills that will serve them throughout their lives. Without officials, high school sports wouldn't exist. It may be more.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
And welcome back to Davies High School. It's EDC girls basketball on yourliveevent.com. Will be a good matchup between two of the top programs in the Eastern Dakota Conference. Let's get our starting lineups. That is brought to you by American Family Insurance, Chris Heisey Agency, and we'll start with the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. It will be a 5'8 senior, number 11, Cassie O'Halloran, a 5'10 junior, number 23, Hannah Litzinger, a 5'4 junior, number 24, Riley McQuillan, a 5'7 junior, number 30, Jocelyn Schiller, and a 5'11 freshman, number 44, Alice Spidell. O'Halloran, Litzinger, McQuillan, Schiller, and Spidell for the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. They are coached by head coach Kent Ripplinger. They are 4-0 and 4-0 in the EDC here to start this season. Now for the Fargo Davies Eagles. Now Coach Safransky telling me that one starting player would be a game time decision, so I will read us 6 starters here for this Fargo Davies Eagles. It'll be a 5'8 freshman, number 5, Fallon Passanante, a 5'7 sophomore, number 14, Mariah Berrien, a 5'7 junior, number 20, Ashton Safransky, 5'10 senior, number 12, Ashley Wacha, a 5'7 senior, number 23, Brooke Everson, and a 6'2 senior, number 34, Macy Wheeldon. Passanante, Berrien, Safransky, Wacha, Everson, Wheeldon for the Fargo Davies Eagles. They are 4-0 this season, 3-0 in the EDC. They are coached by head coach Tona Safransky. That has been your starting lineups, brought to you by American Family Insurance, Chris Heisey Agency. One last break. We'll be back with opening tip-off when we return on yourliveevent.com.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
We are back on yourliveevent.com. Just got our starting lineups brought to you by American Family Insurance, Chris Heisey Agency. A good matchup here between Red River and the Fargo Davies Eagles as we are set to go. 18 minutes up on our scoreboard. Spidell, Wheeldon will take the opening tip-off as the tip is won back by the Davies Eagles. Eagles with control of the basketball. Ball handled on the near side. Everson sends it onto the post. Wacha up to shoot. This one knocked away and will go out of bounds. So no foul calls. That one is out of bounds. 17:48 here. This one just underway. About 4 EDC games being played here today. By that I mean EDC games. I believe 2 EDC teams are playing in non-conference games. As a steal coming for the Rough Riders. Schiller held up at the post, tries to pass across the lane. Ball will come out of bounds. We'll get a stoppage, and it will be last touch by Davies. So 2 quick whistles here to start this one off. Schiller with the basketball, has the Rough Riders in motion. Comes to O'Halloran from the corner, tries to dribble. This one comes off the foot. She is able to recover the dribble, feeds to Schiller. 20 seconds on the shot clock as the Eagles look to set their offense. McQuillan with the basketball, takes a dribble, will come to Schiller, top of the key. She's trying to find some room towards the rim. A nice cut baseline. Halloran couldn't get the shot, comes near corner. Shot off the far iron, rebound. Gets tipped out of bounds. Ashton Safransky looked like was the one who touched it, but they're going to say it was a Rough Rider who touched the basketball, so it will go to the Davies Eagles. Safransky gets the inbound, has that full court defense. That was something that Coach Safransky talked about pregame, was look for full court defense, as Pasadante will come up for 2. And Davies scores first. They'll take a 2-0 lead. And ball comes out of bounds at the other end. We are stopped with 16:58. So 2-0 Davies advantage. Schiller baseline, triggers in bounce. Able to find McQuillan, couldn't find a drive. Back over to the near side, Schiller. Again, one of these teams will have their first losses of the season. As a feed to the cutter, McQuillan off the glass and in. And the Rough Riders will answer right back. 2-2 the score, approaching 16.5 to go here in this first half. A matinee basketball contest. Pasadante left open for 3, pulls up and will hit it. Pasadante has all 5 points for the Davies Eagles as they put themselves back in front. Again, they have not trailed this game. It was only that 2-2 tie as Schiller for 3 looking to tie. Rebound gets batted around, ends up in the hands of Davies. A full court pass. Wheeldon with the ball towards the basket, off the glass and in. Wheeldon will hit 2 on a 5-point lead, largest so far for Davies. 16 minutes to go in the first half. Thanks for being with us here on this Thursday afternoon, kind of off of a routine for everyone with no school being in session. As Schiller is going to the basket, she is knocked to the court. She'll go to the free throw line. Ashley Watcher called for her first. Schiller will go to line, will get 2 free throws. First on the way, that's good. 7-3 the score. Next one from Schiller. That one's off the backboard and in. 7-4 the score. Full court defense yet again for the Rough Riders. Davies able to break. Safransky with the ball. Feeds to the baseline. Pasadante stays in bounds. Throws it back in the lane. Shot off the mark. Everson gets the rebound, but ball gets taken away by Red River. All 4 wins this season for Red River have been against EDC teams. As to the basket, Schiller tried to get an and 1, but will draw the foul nonetheless, and she is at the line for 2 more. Watch is called for her second, so she has been called for 2 fouls here, and there's still 15:33 left to play in the first half. And first free throw is in. She has 3 points, just Schiller. Watcher exiting the game with those 2 fouls. Mariah Burrian will come in as a second free throw is in. It is 7-6. So a little bit of change to the rotation for Davies because of the foul situation. We're going to get another foul call here. This one will be against the Rough Riders, and this will be their first. Not see who that one is against. It's going to be McQuillan. So McQuillan called for the foul as a double team forces the turnover. We're going to see another foul called against Davies. This one will be against Safransky, her first team's 3rd non-shooting foul and a non-intentional foul, but that is 3 now called for Davies at the 15:21 mark here of the first half. Schiller at the baseline, lobs in bounce, tracked down by McQuillan. McQuillan trying to drive, looks for room, will feed to Schiller. Now onto the near side, O'Halloran. 3 on the way, that one off the end of the iron. Ball recovered by the Rough Riders. That was Litzinger who went up for that 3. As Schiller coming to drive, and we're going to get a stoppage from the official. Spidell called for her first team second. And Coach Kent Rimpin there wants an explanation from the official, so we'll have a stoppage here with 14:59 to play in the first half. Gets the explanation he's looking for. Ball gets put in bounds. And we're going to see another foul call. Cassie O'Halloran called for her first, team's third. Both teams now with 3 fouls apiece. Rough Riders, their 3 spread amongst 3 players. Well, Davies, they have 3. Ashley Wacha owns a pair. 14:49 to go first half. It is 7-6. Davies has not trailed this game as the pass attempt to Burien gets forced out of bounds. Davies will keep possession of the basketball. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Safransky gets the inbound. Burien will get the pass. Driving off Schiller, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul against the Rough Riders. Schiller's first, team's fourth. Davies handling the basketball. Passanante on the right side will come to Safransky, back to Passanante. McQuillan closes in. 7 fouls called between the 2 teams here in this first half, and we'll get a stoppage here, and I think it will be because the ball came off the foot of a Rough Rider player, so they will stop time with 14:23, but you can just kind of see a little bit of a change of maybe tempo between these teams as Passanante for 3. She knocks down another. Alan Passanante has 8, her second made 3, and it is 10-6, but you could definitely feel a little bit of maybe a lull in routine or momentum for these teams as driving baseline. O'Halloran trying to draw the foul, couldn't get there. Ball right side, 3 on the way for McQuillan. She knocks down her 5th, and it will make it a 1-point game. It is 10-9, 13:57 to go first half. EDC basketball on yourliveevent.com. We'll have our First Class Mortgage halftime show coming up as Safransky in a lane, puts it up, gets 2. Ashton Safransky gets her first 2 of the game, and now we're kind of starting to see that tempo we would expect to see between Red River and Davies. Teams just kind of looking point for point here. Spidell will pass to the near side. Schiller drives off the backboard and in. 6th for Schiller, her first field goal, and it's 12-11. Davies at one point led by 5, and that's been the largest lead we've seen as a turnover now for the Eagles, and a pass to Schiller to the basket. Hesitation off the glass and in. 2 for Schiller. And the lead for the first time here for Red River, 13-12 as we approach the 13-minute mark here of our first half. Thanks for joining us here on yourliveevent.com. Early start time as a deep 3 for Safransky off the end of the iron. Long rebound gets knocked by Burien, picked up at half court by Safransky. 25 seconds on the shot clock for the Davies Eagles. 2 4-0 teams facing off here this afternoon. One team undefeated conference only, or excuse me, has all their wins have come in conference, as going to the basket. Brooke Everson, she is going to be fouled. She'll get 2 free throws. That is foul number 5 for Red River. And that is O'Halloran's second, so the first player with multiple fouls here for the Rough Riders. And first free throw, that one's off the mark. Second free throw is in, and we're going to have our first tie. It is 13-13. Strike that is 13-12. There were some substitutions made for the Rough Riders. Maggie Barker, one of them, comes in as 3 on the way. That one airballed will come out of bounds. Morgan Hartsey, the other player to step in for the Rough Riders. So Hartsey and Barker out on the court. And there we go. I was correct. It is a 13-13 game. So it is our first tie here. It's 12:15 and counting to go in the first half. Davies able to move the ball up court, pass right side, reverse layup, good for two. Everson has scored 3 straight, and those 3 straight have given Davies the lead, 15-13. Schiller held up free throw line, will come to McQuillan on the right side. Beats the Linsinger, couldn't find a drive, will come to Schiller, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Rough Riders have some time to work with, and an offensive foul called against Schiller. That is her second, team 6th. 11:51 left here in the first half, and a 15-13 lead for Davies. O'Halloran and Schiller, both multiple fouls right now for Davies, for the Rough Riders. Davies sitting on 3. Wilden gets the pass, hesitation off the glass and in. 17-13 the score. Wilden 4 points here in this contest. Schiller looking for the 3. Now up to drive, kicks a pass that's deflected out of play. Was trying to find Hannah Linsinger on the near side. Instead it's out of play, stops us with 11:19 to go. Inbound pass, finds its way to Schiller. Up for a contested 3, off the backboard, went in, came out. Safransky the rebound. Feeds a pass over to the far side. Marion skips onto the near side, finds Passanante. She gets held up, goes beyond the arc. Safransky's shot, that one short, picked up out of midair by Barker. Here comes the Rough Riders on the charge, inside of 11 to go here in the first half. Schiller up to drive, off the glass, and one. She'll draw the foul, makes it 17-15, ends a Rough Rider scoring drought. Wilden's called for her first, team's 4th. And Schiller won't get the 3-point play. She does have 8 points in this game. Tied with Fallon Passanante as the lead scorer, both with 8 apiece. Davies with the ball, shot from Passanante. That one is altered by Linsinger. Ball gets knocked around in the lane, picked up by the Rough Riders. So all around they're able to create a turnover. O'Halloran will pick this up, comes to the short right corner. 2, that one will miss for Hartsey. Put back with that one off the side of the iron by Linsinger, and the ball gets picked up by Davies. So the Eagles with control of the basketball. Approaching 10 minutes to go here. And we're going to see a foul call. Rather, it's going to take too long for Davies to advance the ball up court. And the Eagles will make a substitution. Krinskari will come into the game as 2 more for Schiller. Actually 3 for Schiller. Her first made 3, and that puts the Rough Riders in front. 18-17, 10 for Schiller. And we're going to get a foul. Hannah Linsinger's first, team 7th. And a bonus opportunity coming up. Fallon Passanante will go to the free throw line. In for the Rough Riders, Alex Strauss will come in. And Passanante won't get the free throw, won't get the bonus. It is Red River with the basketball. Bergeron checked into the game as we'll get a foul call coming against Davies. Actually, we'll get a timeout call coming here. 9:35 left to play in the first half. It is 18-17. Red River leads. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
From RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
I'm really happy here because on a daily basis when I get here, I'm so excited to work with the people around me.
I thoroughly like walking through the door and seeing everybody. It's just a great place to work.
Every Sunday I'm ready to come to work Monday morning. Like, we laugh and we joke, but we get work done. But I've never had a bad day here.
Welcome back to your liveevent.com. 18-17. Red River leads Davies EDC girls basketball this Thursday afternoon. Had a couple lead changes, just one tie in the game. I think they had two ties in this game. But again, it looking like the game that we would expect between Red River and Davies. Davies did take that timeout. Gwen Scari stands at the far side, ready to inbound the basketball. And the freshman puts it in bounds. Berrien with the ball. We'll come back to Scari. Berrien now pass on the near side. This one a little high, but pulled out of the air by Safransky. Wilden gets the feed, hits it off the side of the iron. Bergeron gets the rebound for Red River. Rough Riders with the lead. They've led twice this game, and now we're going to see a foul come against the Rough Riders. Maggie Barker's first, team's eighth. Eagles making a few substitutions. We'll get those to you here as Berrien will get the ball to Passanante. Freshman moves between the circles, feeds to Safransky inside, tried to go to the lane, but it was knocked away. Tuchscher was the intended player, and the ball comes out of bounds on the near side. And they're going to call a foul. Barker's second. Tuchscher shoots the run and one. She hits the first. The sophomore gets her first point of the game. That will be our third tie. It is 18-18, 9:03 to go in the first half. Second one's good. She connects on two, puts Davies back in front. 19-18 the score. Stiles with the ball right side, works his way to Schiller. Schiller looking for the screen. Spidell sets the screen. Schiller up to drive, kicks back beyond the arc. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Red River. 8:40 to go in the first half. Schiller looking to drive in the lane. Layup good. Schiller has 12. That is a game high. And the Rough Riders will take a 1-point lead, 20-19. Fransky's feed over to the near side, pass to Passanante. She had the hot hand to start the game. Passanante lead scorer right now for Davies with 8 and a 3 from the corner. Fransky hits the three, and back in front is Davies, 22-20. Rough Riders with the basketball, ball right side. Schiller moving between the circles onto the near side, looking to give it off to someone. Stiles with the ball, up to drive, layup, around the iron, doesn't come in, gets knocked away from the pressure by Spidell, but she'll turn it over to Davies. Eagles with the ball, Passanante for three, and it's good. Her third made three, she has 11, and that is 6 straight points now for Davies. They extend their lead to 25-20, 7:41 to go in the first half. Timeout on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Seven minutes, 41 seconds to play in the first half. It's been 6 straight points for Davies. They extend their lead against Red River 25-22. Undefeated teams battling out here on this Thursday afternoon. 2 teams that are in the top positions in the EDC right here through the first handful of games played this season. Ball near side. Stiles had the ball, sets it in motion, winds up in the hands of O'Halloran. Up for 2, hits it. O'Halloran's first 2. She's missed some time with some foul trouble. That'll make it 25-22. 9 fouls called this first half against the Rough Riders, 4 called against Davies. Wielden with the ball, takes the shot off the glass, gets tipped out of bounds. Jossie Schiller had a hand on the basketball, so it will stay with Davies. They have 15 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound shot attempt. That one will graze the net, goes out of play, and you can see a little bit of frustration. Tuxer thought that there should have been a foul call on that, but ball will remain with their team. Just 13 seconds now on the shot clock. Passanante at the baseline, lobs and bounds, finds Wielden. Ball gets sent over to the left side. Everson comes to drive, kicks to Safransky, to Passanante near side, 4 on the shot clock. Passanante will lose it on the dribble out of bounds, so it will go to Red River. .650 to go in the first half. Schiller looks to drive, comes around. Schiller trying to step in, kind of slows down looks to slow down the offense here a little bit. Rough Riders right now looking for that mismatch. They are down by 3, 5 seconds on the shot clock. It was McQuillan with the basketball. McQuillan takes the shot, tries to avoid the violation. Will get the ball into the hands of O'Halloran. She gets knocked down, but it will be a shot clock violation. And it is the Rough Riders basketball, or excuse me, the Davies Eagles basketball. Marion with the ball left side. Feeds to Everson. Now to the corner, ball goes out of bounds. Six minutes, 6 seconds exactly left to play in the first half. We'll have our First Class Mortgage halftime report coming up. Passanante for 3. That would be her 3rd, rather her 4th, but it gets knocked away, and the rebound will go to the Rough Riders, and a good job back on defense. Marion was able to put the ball out of bounds. Anna Lensinger will come back in for the Rough Riders. Get a change to Coach Kent Ripplinger's rotation, his plans for the combinations he was looking to have out there on the court. Change with the foul situation as a 3 on the way. That is knocked down by McQuillan. 8 now for McQuillan, our 3rd tie of the first half. 25 all the score, 5.5 to go here in the first half, and the Rough Riders creating another turnover. Handled by McQuillan, who sunk that last 3 that tied the score. Has the ball on the near side. Will come to Schiller, and she is called for travel. Ball is back to Davies. Both teams have had a little bit of downtime since they last played. Davies played Moorhead on the 22nd. They won't play again until the 3rd, as Passanante up for 2, hits it. Tiebreaker goes to Davies. 13 for Passanante. She's the game's lead scorer. We talked about her in the pregame. Had some time last year as an 8th grader for the Davies Eagles team. Now playing some big minutes as a starter as a freshman. As a feed to the post, now goes beyond the arc. Here comes a 3 from O'Halloran. That's good. And the Rough Riders answer right back, and they will take the lead, 28-27. Marion on the near side to the post, wheeled in up to shoot off the side of the iron, and kind of letting up there. Spidell, I thought the rebound was coming her way. Instead, Davies will keep control. This one off the backboard will miss. Spidell this time gets the rebound with authority. As the ball goes to the Rough Riders, they lead 28-27, 4:20 to go first half. Schiller on the wing. McQuillan with the ball, guarded by Passanante. Feed top of the key to Schiller for the three. This one in and out. A rebound gets stolen away, but picked up by Wilden, and we're going to get a foul call. But a nice heads-up play. I believe that was Litzinger who put a hand on that basketball to take it away from Davies, but unfortunately a foul. And Litzinger's called for her second 10th team foul. Wilden will get 2 shots coming her way guaranteed. But now you have 3 of your 5 starters, including one of your bench players for the Rough Riders, sitting on 2 fouls, and 4 minutes still left in the first half of the first shot's good. Artsy will come into the game for the Rough Riders. Cassie O'Halloran will come out. She's one of those players into a 2-foul situation for Red River. Second free throw's good. So we had our 4th tie of the game, and then now a tiebreaker goes to Davies. 29-28, their lead. Schiller up to drive, comes to shoot this one out of bounds, and she'll be fouled. Macy Wilden's going to be called for her second, team's 5th. Schiller, who is, and strike that, it wasn't Wilden. Burian was called for it, her first, team's 5th. 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Now 5 for 6 is Schiller. 5 ties. Schiller looking for her 13th, and the tiebreaker will miss. And it is Davies basketball. .335 to go in the first half. Our First Class Mortgage halftime show coming up here on YourLiveEvent.com. Safransky drives, gets held up, goes to Burian across the arc, tries to skip to the near side, it's taken away. A steal for Litzinger and a feed to Schiller, misses the layup. And now it's Davies basketball, and looking around was Everson, did not want to get her pocket pick. She comes to a stop, it stays with Davies. Here comes Passanante looking for her 4th three, she will miss. Ball remains in bounds. 3 minutes to go in the first half. 2 on the way, this one in and out. Safransky the rebound. And a timeout for the Eagles. Timeout comes with 2:53 to go in the first half. 29 all our score. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Red River 29, Davies 29, 2 minutes 53 seconds left in the first half. 5 ties in this first half. It has been back and forth. Both teams have had their fair share of lead time. 2 undefeated teams, 2 top 5 programs in the state, 2 top teams in the EDC. So a lot. A long story short, there's a lot behind the matchup between these 2 teams. And despite the foul numbers, that kind of hampered any sort of rhythm early in this game. These two teams have played very well as we have a three from the corner. That will miss. Rebound to the Rough Riders. Schiller will feed to Litzinger for two. Make that a three. Litzinger made three. Tiebreaker to the Rough Riders. 32-29, their lead. From the free throw line, Everson drives, and I believe she will get. No, well, I thought it was going to be a foul. It will be a held ball with the possession arrow going to the Rough Riders. 2 minutes, 17 seconds left to play. Five made threes for Red River in the first half. 4 made threes for Davies. Both teams have shot well from long range. Rough Riders looking to add to their lead. Now inside of 2 minutes to play in the half. Hartsey gets the ball, avoids a turnover. Ball winds up near side. 2 will miss. Rebound Safransky in the lane. And Ashton Safransky will come across the timeline. Now onto the near side. Takes the shot. Gets fouled. 2 shots on the way for the junior. Downs called for her first. Team's 11th. Safransky will miss the first. Minute 41 left in the first half. Second shot on the way. That one's good. 32-30 the score. I think time-wise, this has been the longest the Rough Riders have held the lead. That's just kind of been the way this game has been. As a turnover, Fallon Passanante will get the missed ball. And Safransky will lead the offense as she comes across half court, moving towards the near side, has double coverage, sets this one in motion. Berrien double teamed. Comes to Everson. She drives. Layup good. Everson her 5th, and look at that, another tie. 6 ties here in the first half as we approach a minute to go here in the first half of the CDC girls matchup. And Fallon Passanante will be called for her first personal 6th team foul. So it will be the Rough Riders basketball. Here comes a 3. That one will miss the mark for McQuillan. Ball out of bounds. Last touch. Macy Wilden was the last to touch this one. We are stopped with 47.8 seconds in the game. In the first half of this game, as McQuillan baseline, sends an inbound pass. Stiles with the ball. 25 seconds on the shot clock for the Rough Riders. McQuillan for 3, that's good. 11 for McQuillan, 3 made threes. 35-32 the lead for the Rough Riders. Wilden in the post, up for 2, gets fouled. She'll get 2 shots upcoming. McQuillan's 2nd personal, so now 4 of the 5 starters for the Rough Riders with 2 fouls apiece. And Wielden will hit the first shot. Makes it 35-33. Substitution coming for Red River. Schiller will come back into the game. Second free throw is in. 8 for Wielden. It is 35-34. Shot clock is off. 17 seconds and counting left to go in the first half of the CDC game. Look at our first half statistics coming up on our First Class Mortgage halftime show as a layup, good for 2. And Schiller, 15 in the first half. It is 37-34. Here comes two at the other end. Will miss. And we got a whistle. Now it's a matter of time. So Macy Wilden is called for her second personal. It was a non-shooting foul. Okay, so we are officially now at the half. Whoa, wait. That would be foul number 7. So then someone would go to the line. Yep, that will be McQuillan will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. They'll put 0.4 of a second on the clock. And McQuillan hits the first. We'll get the bonus. Second one is good, 39-34, and all that Davies can do is inbound and let the clock get to 0. They do as we hit the half. Our score through one half of play. Red River 39, Davies 34. First Class Mortgage halftime show coming up next. You're watching high school basketball on YourLiveEvents.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
As an American family agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American family agent.
American Family Insurance.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Wilf Dagelman started Dagelman Industries 60 years ago with one thing in mind. He wanted to make products that had a true impact on the farm. The foundation of Dagelman remains the same today. Build simple, heavy, reliable equipment that will last for generations. We choose to innovate rather than imitate and work hard to remain an industry leader. Wilf truly said it best. Build it right, build it heavy, and build it to last from top to bottom. If you're interested in joining our team, visit dagelman.com to view our openings.
It's our First Class Mortgage halftime report. 39-34. Red River leads Davies in a first half that saw 6 ties. That is Red River who end that first half on a run to get the lead. Well, Red River has been plagued with some fouls, 13 fouls for the 5 starters, sitting on 2 fouls, which it happened early. It was Cassie O'Halloran who got called for 2 fouls early, and it kind of really started changing the combinations that Coach Ripplinger had out there on the court. And then the foul numbers picked up, and Red River having to make some changes, but despite that, having that 5-point lead here at the half. And 17 points for Jocelyn Schiller, 13 points for 12 for Riley McQuillan. Hannah Linsinger with 3, Cassie O'Halloran with 5. 5 made threes for the Rough Riders in the first half. They are 7 for 9 from the free throw line, so they have capitalized on the free throw opportunities they've been given here in this game. While Davies, they had 7 fouls. One of them came with 0.4 of a second left in the first half, but in terms of the foul situation, Wacha, Wilden both sitting on 2 fouls apiece. Fallon Passanante, who had the hot hand early, she seemingly just had 8 points before the blink of an eye. Well, she finishes that first half with 3 made threes and 13 points. Macy Wilden with 8 points. Ashton Safransky 6 points. Brooke Evenson 5 points. And they had some points coming off the bench. Arabelle Tuchscher had 2 points coming. 4 made threes for Davies, 8 for 11 from the free throw line. So those are our first half numbers here on our First Class Mortgage halftime report. Again, 39-34, Red River with the lead here in the CDC matchup. We'll take another break here. We'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every farmer has a good story about picking rocks. Want to hear ours? To this day, we pick rocks on our founder's farm, and they go into every Bell Bank branch we build. How's that for rock-solid commitment?
Every bank wants you to open an account. Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to Bell Bank. We give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
Kate's Kennels, located in Castleton, North Dakota. We offer boarding for all of your furry companions. Whether you're going on vacation or you have an emergency, we are here for you. We know they are a member of your family, and we will treat them as if they were one of our own. Kennel tours are always welcome. Check us out on Facebook at Kate's Kennels or visit our website at kateskennels.com. Give us a call at 701-347-4176 for all your furry friend boarding needs.
39-34, Red River leads Davies at the half. This is our First Class Mortgage halftime report. First half numbers, Jocelyn Schiller 17 points, leads all scorers for Red River, while Davies is led by Fallon Passanante's 13 points. That will do it for the halftime report. We'll come back with our second half when we return. This is EDC Basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
High schools need every sports official they can find. Want to ensure that kids keep playing? Become an official and a leader. Over 25,000 North Dakota student athletes participate in statewide school-sponsored sports programs. Sports provide students with real-time training for real life. Teamwork and planning under pressure provide our young men and women with skills that will serve them throughout their lives. Without officials, high school sports wouldn't exist. It may be more.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
And burning off the last few seconds here on the clock at our halftime. Welcome back to Davies High. Joel Morgan here on YourLiveEvent.com, our EDC afternoon basketball matchup. Red River 39, Davies 34. 6 ties happening over the first half of the game. And the announcement, if I heard correctly, it will be what was the original starting 5 for Red River. Which, looking at that starting 5, with the exception of Ellis Bidell, it's 4 of those 5 with 2 personal fouls each. So we got to keep an eye on that foul situation if you're the Rough Riders. Davies will go with their original starting 5 as well. And Fallon Passanante, 13 points, lead scorer for the Eagles. Safransky with the ball as we're set to begin. We're underway. Safransky on the drive, comes to shoot, misses the bucket. Rebound to the Rough Riders. It's Bidell with the ball under double coverage, able to feed to Jocelyn Schiller. Sends a long pass to the corner, finds O'Halloran. Contested 3, good. Strike that will be 2, but 2 points nonetheless for Red River as they have taken a 7-point lead. That is the largest separation between either teams we've seen today, as 2 on the way. Everson will answer right back for Davies. 41-36 the score. Again, we're not even a minute into the second half. Three on the way, top of the key, that will miss. Ball gets tipped around, picked up by Macy Wilden in the lane. Here comes the Eagles. Eagles playing from behind, a turnover and a feed to Schiller. Hesitation up to shoot, gets a pair. 20 now for Schiller. 43-36 advantage Red River, and then back at the other end, Wacha hits a pair. And becoming that back and forth kind of game we thought we'd be seeing. It's going to come down to stops here, at least the way that the second half is beginning, as we are just under 16 and a half to go in this game. Our post-game show coming up. Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show as Schiller up for 2. 22 for Schiller. And it is 45-38. Davies trying to answer back. Wielden will miss the shot. 45-38 the score. Schiller in the lane, up to shoot. Gets knocked down, no foul call. Safransky will pick up the missed ball. Safransky from the wing, up for a 3. That one a little too strong. Rebound was grabbed in the lane, but they're going to call a foul before that, as O'Halloran was right there. And if you're Red River, you're holding your breath as to who that's going to be on. Hannah Litzinger will be called for her 3rd, team's first. So with 15:48 to play, the junior has 2 fouls left to give. Safransky baseline, comes to Passanante in the corner. Passanante trying to keep it in bounds. Will turn this one over. It's picked up by Spidell and brought up by Schiller. Up for 2, hits it. 6 to start the second half for Schiller. 22 points for her. And it is 47-38, 9-point lead for Red River. Two near top of the key. That is good for Wacha. Wacha has hit 4, and it is 47-40. Davies wants a timeout. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm really happy here because on a daily basis when I get here, I'm so excited to work with the people around me.
I thoroughly like walking through the door and seeing everybody. It's just a great place to work.
Every Sunday I'm ready to come to work Monday morning. Like, we laugh and we joke, but we get work done. But I've never had a bad day here.
.47-40, Red River leads Davies. Jocelyn Schiller, 22.6 coming here in the second half. 15:22 left to play. Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show once this game concludes. And we'll give away some of our post-game accolades here for the broadcast. O'Halloran skips to the near side. Ball gets tipped away, and trying to hang on to the basketball was McQuillan. She's knocked down. And we're going to get a whistle, and I'm not sure if it's a foul or a held ball. Either way, it's going to be Davies' basketball. Passanante on the drive, steps back, looking to dish this one off to someone, and will turn this one over. Goes right to Schiller. Schiller the feed to McQuillan, now back beyond the arc. 2 on the way. This one off the side of the iron for O'Halloran, and it's Davies basketball. Passanante gets the pass, guarded by Schiller. Worked over to the near side. Everson on the drive, goes to Passanante, a little too strong on that pass. And it's out of bounds, and I may have been touched, and that's what they're indicating. So with 13 seconds on the shot clock, Davies will keep the basketball. Inbound to Safransky, goes back to Passanante, was tipped by Schiller. Passanante rushed the pass backwards, or back, and it got past. Riley McQuillan was on the basketball and knew to just let that one make its way out of bounds. 14:27 left to play in the game. Maya Berrien will come back into the game. Fallon Passanante will check out. Schiller with the basketball will come to McQuillan. Up for 2, in and out. Berrien with the rebound. Davies has, again, time-wise, this has been the longest they have been behind in this game. This is the most they've been behind. Actually, they've been behind by 9. That has been the most. They trail right now by 7. As open is Safransky on the near side, misses the shot. Battle for the rebound. Macy Wielden will get it, but I think we're going to get a pushing call before that, and that will come against the Rough Riders. Strike that will go against the Eagles. Brooke Everson's first foul for Davies. Davies had 7 in the first half. It was 12 for Red River. Schiller skips a pass near side. O'Halloran left open, up for 3. That's good. 6 made threes for the Rough Riders. O'Halloran in double figures with 10. Oh, and by the way, a 10-point lead for Red River. 50-40, and they'll get a steal. They're going to try to add to that lead. Pass to Schiller, and that one comes up at the feet of Ashton Safransky. And that's going to stop play. Red River will put Morgan Hartsey into the game. Davies wanting to make some substitutions of their own. Tookshire will come into the game. Did not see who the other change was. But 2 new players out for Davies. There's a 3 far side. That will miss for Hartsey. Davies with the basketball. Berrien will handle this one. Comes across half court. Looking to pass onto the wing. And it's turned away, and keeping control. O'Halloran didn't take any steps. Red River will keep this basketball. Their offense a little bunched up as everyone was collapsing on the ball, trying to keep it in their possession. They're able to spread things out here a little bit. Ball comes right side. Litzinger for 3 will miss. Put back attempt will miss, and we're going to get a foul call. That's his 3rd personal, 2nd for the Eagles. That puts O'Halloran at the line to shoot 2. 12:59 left to play. And O'Halloran hits the first bucket, 51-40. Maggie Barker in for Red River. And O'Halloran will miss the second free throw, and it's out of bounds. It will be Davies basketball. Red River making another substitution. 12:59 left to play. Davies trying to move the ball up court. Wheeled in on the far sideline. Sends the pass over to Scari, now onto the near side, and getting fouled going for three was actually Wacha. Anna Lensinger is called for her fourth, team second. And Wacha will miss the first. And the second off the mark for Wacha. She'll get one more. She was fouled taking the three. Fallon Passanante back into the game for Davies. And for the Rough Riders, Brooklyn Bergeron will come back into the game. And the third one will miss. So Wacha misses all three free throw attempts. Her team down by 11, 51-40. Jocelyn Schiller with the basketball. She has a game high 22 points. Make that 23 points, tried to make it 25, misses the shot. A battle for the rebound. It was in the hands of Barker. She comes down with the ball, and we're going to get a held ball. Arrow will go to the Rough Riders.
Ladies and gentlemen, one dollar pizza, popcorn, and hot dogs at the concession stand.
Schiller at the baseline, puts it inbounds, finds McQuillan. Trying to drive was Bergeron, kicks it into the corner, finds Schiller. 15 seconds on the shot clock right now for the Rough Riders. Rough Riders just cannot find the space they want to shoot, and McQuillan for two will miss. Put back attempt, that will miss. Third chance points coming on the way. Rough Riders maybe going to settle things here a little bit as they do have the shot clock in their favor. And now we're going to get a whistle, a double dribble call. That's trying to fend off with the rebound was Bergeron. 11:51 left to play in this game. And a steal, Schiller saw the offense trying to settle in, and she scores her 25th point of the game. It is 53-40. Red River a 13-point advantage. We saw 6 ties in the first half. Red River led at halftime, 39-34, and they've held Davies to just 6 points. And a foul upcoming. McQuillan's third, team's third, and 3 new players coming in for Davies. Safransky, Wielden, and Everson will step out on the court. 11:17 left to go. Safransky tries to feed in the lane. This one batted around, picked up by Schiller. Skips across the lane, finds Hartsey back to Schiller for two. 27 for Schiller. It is 55-40. Defense has been locked in here. You can talk about the Rough Riders offense all you want, but their defense has just been locked in as Passanante steps back, up for three. That one off the iron. Put back attempt will miss. But Everson is fouled. She'll get 2 shots. And that is McQuillan's first, so Linsinger and McQuillan sitting on 4 fouls each and 10:44 left to play. And as the first free throw is good. That ends a long scoring drought for the Rough Riders, for the Eagles, as the Rough Riders will make a substitution. Cassie O'Halloran will come back in. Everson with 8, trying to make it 9. And will miss the shot. Passanante had the rebound, but it got taken away as the Rough Riders will hang on to the basketball. It is Schiller. Defense has been the best offense for the Rough Riders. A lot of points coming in transition here in the second half of this game. Schiller feeds the pass to Hartsey, and a foul call. Looks like Everson will be called for her second. Everson's second, team's third. 10:25 left to play in this game. Undefeated Davies at 4-0. Undefeated Red River at 4-0. Schiller up to shoot, trying to draw the foul. It works. Schiller 5 for 7 from the free throw line. Has not taken any shots here in the second half. Wheeldon called for her third, team's fourth. And the first free throw is good. 28 for Schiller. Second one is good. She has 29 points as it is 57-41. And we have a timeout here. We'll step aside. We'll be back with more. It's high school basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
(57-41). Rough Riders have scored nearly 20 points here in the second half. They have scored 18 points. Well, Davies has managed just 7. That is what's been the big difference maker here in the second half. Passanante on the near wing will come to Safransky. Works to Everson on the right side. In the lane, driving up to shoot. Wacha, and we're going to get a foul call, and I believe it will be on the Rough Riders. O'Halloran's third. And Wacha will hit the first. There's 2 free throws coming up. Second one is good. 57-43 the score, approaching 10 minutes left to play in this game. Schiller near side, comes beyond the arc, finds O'Halloran, and she is called for a travel. Passanante coming to drive, will draw a blocking foul. Will be Barker's third, team 6th. So that is 4 Red River players with at least 3 fouls, 9:40 to go. Passanante on to drive, kicks a pass a little too strong. Everson will hang on to it, sends to Safransky. Safransky back onto the near side. Finds Passanante, up to shoot, misses. Put back attempt, good. Macy Wheeldon, the and one. Well, on Brooklyn Bergeron, her first, team 7, so Davies now in the bonus. They're in the bonus first half. In fact, double bonus first half. They went 8 for 11 from the free throw line. Wheeldon completes the three-point play. 57-46 the score, 9:20 left to play in this game. First half saw 6 ties. We have not seen a tie here this half as Safransky was reaching in for the basketball. And she'll be called for her second, team's 5th. And it looks like we're going to get a foul off ball. Watch is 4th, so she has 4 fouls, 9:15 to go. Ryan Burrian will come back into the game. Ashley Watch will step out. 6 team fouls. Schiller gets the inbound. Schiller, 29 points in this game. Schiller on the drive, goes for the layup, and it's good. 31 now for Schiller. And it is 59-46 Red River. Davies needs a big run here. They've just not had a run here in the second half, and an and one. They just have not had that moment where they've picked up momentum, but this and one could be the opportunity here as Cassie O'Halloran is called for her 4th. 3 of the 5 starters for Red River, 4 personal fouls to their name. As the three-point play is good for Everson. It's 59-49, Davies down by 10. Schiller in the lane. Wheeldon guarding her up, gets by, up for 2. 33 for Schiller. It is 61-49. And Fallon Passanante will go to the free throw line. And Cassie O'Halloran will foul out of the game at the 8:22 mark here of the second half. She will exit the game with 11 points. So one of the 5 starters out for the Rough Riders. And Passanante will hit the first free throw, her first points here this half. It is 61-50. Next one is good. 61-51, 15 for Passanante. Still the lead scorer for Davies. Also 3 others in double figures. Everson has 11. Macy Wheeldon has 11 as well. Schiller, who has 32, handles the basketball. Will feed to McQuillan. McQuillan can't find the drive. Will come to Schiller. Schiller, 3 on the way. Good. 35 for Schiller. It is 64-51. 3 at the other end for Passanante. Will miss. Wheeldon will pick up the missed shot. 7:45 and counting left to play. Safransky for 3. She has 9. 64-54. McQuillan back to Spidell. To Schiller. Comes across to Hartsey. Hartsey to drive. Comes to Schiller for 3. That one will miss. Rebound off the backboard. Redirected into the hands of Spidell, who gets her first 2. 66-54 the score. 7 minutes. Coming up on 7 minutes left to play. Wheeldon gets a pass. Hits a layup. 13 for Macy Wheeldon, and Davies' offense starting to figure some things out, and the Rough Riders want to take a timeout. 6:59 left to play. 66-56 Red River leads. It's high school basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
66-56, Red River with a lead over Davies. Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Davies, their offense starting to get a little running gun here as they've cut that deficit to 10, or they've hovered around that 10-point deficit. And Red River kind of sensing that here, so they're using a timeout to maybe slow that momentum as there is 6:59 left to play. Red River without Casquito Halloran. She fouled out of the game at the 8:22 mark. Something to keep in mind, you're short one of your starters if you're Red River right now. Of course, 33 points for Jocelyn Schiller as she drives up for two, misses, but will go to the line for two. So Schiller at the line will get 2 free throws. Berrien called for her second foul. First free throw, that is good. And the second one is good. 68-56 the score. Pass attempt from Fascinante gets tipped. Goes to Safransky, and she is going to be fouled by Hartsey. Safransky at the line. And will miss the first. Has a second coming up. And the second one is in. It is 68-57, 6.5 left to play. And Schiller, who has 37, went to McQuillan, and McQuillan is fouled. Foul number 8 on the Eagles. Passanante called for her second. And McQuillan will hit the first one. That is her 13th point. As the second free throw is in, it is 70-57. $15 points for Riley McQuillan in this game. Foul going to the basket is Berrien. She'll get 2 shots. Ella Spidell called for her second. And Berrien will miss the first. Second is good. It is 58-70. 6 minutes left to play in this game. Red River has led this entire second half at about the last 5 minutes of the first half. First half, 6 ties, several lead changes. Davies actually jumped out to the early lead in this game as Schiller up for 3. That will miss. Hartsey had the rebound taken away, though, by Passanante. Now Safransky with the basketball onto the near side. Berrien looks the shot, comes to drive, brings the defender with her, but gets called for a travel. And inbound to Schiller, immediately gets fouled by Berrien, her third. That will put Schiller to the line. I believe she will get the 1-and-1. Won't get the first. It was so that means she won't get the second. It didn't hit the first, won't get the second. As a three will graze the net and comes out of play. Evenson will come into the game for the Eagles. Will spell Mariah Burrian. 5:28 left to play in the game. 70-58. Red River with the lead. And an inbound comes to Schiller. Guarded by Everson. Shot will miss. Put back attempt by Spidell will miss. Wilden will get the basketball. Lost in the lane. Picked up by McQuillan. Works its way onto the near side. Hartsey with the ball. Went to Schiller in the lane. Called for the double dribble, and it's going to be Davies' basketball. .450 left to play in this game. Davies needing a big run here, down by 12, and they get the same call at the other end. It's the ball now back to the Rough Riders. And Kent Remplinger wants to take a timeout here. Timeout on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, 4 minutes, 48 seconds left to play. It is 70-58, advantage Grand Forks Red River. Davies trying to get on a run here. They'll have to get the ball back here first from the Rough Riders. And Letzinger at the baseline. Puts it inbounds, finds Morgan Hartsey. Schiller, who's on the cusp of 40, hanging on to the basketball. Sends it over to McQuillan on the near side. Works its way over to Schiller. She drives up for two and one. I believe that is 39 for Schiller, and that will give her a chance here to get 40 as foul call against Safransky, her third. And Schiller at 40 with a three-point play. 73-58 the score. 4:20 left to play in this game. Skipped across to Passanante near side. Close in by Hartsey is a shot off the glass and in. 17 for Fallon Passanante. It is 73-50. Davies creating a turnover. Safransky in the lane draws the push. Jocelyn Schiller called for her third. Yes, and Safransky will get 2 free throws coming up with 3:50 left to play. Safransky hits the first. It is 73-61. Second is good. 73-62, 3:45 and counting left to play. We are in the second half. Our Timers Express Car Wash post-game show coming up. We'll name our Enbridge Energy players of the game, our RDK Enterprises Precision player of the game as well. 2 coming up. That's good. Hartsey, who has played some big minutes off the bench, gets her first points. as it's 75-62. And a battle for the ball. I think we're going to see a held ball that will stay with Davies. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Safransky will inbound. Inbound to Passanante on the corner, closed in quickly, comes to Wielden off the glass, misses the shot, rebound gets tipped, and it is picked up by McQuillan, and she is fouled. Passanante called for her third. McQuillan, who has 14, will go to the line to shoot 2. Now the first is good. 76-62. Second one will miss. Ball goes to Davies. Passanante, 3 on the way, will miss. Rebound deflected into the corner, and Schiller threw it off of one of the Davies players, thinking that would get the ball back, threw it off of Everson, and instead the ball stays in bounds, and it stays with Davies. Hannah Lenziger will be called for her 5th personal foul, so she is done with 2:54 left to play. So that is 2 of the 5 starters for Red River having fouled out of this game. And Everson will hit the first free throw. It's the second. 76-64, we're going to get a timeout, 2:54 to play. We're back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
76-64, 2:54 to play. Red River in pace right now to go to 5-0 on the year, 5-0 in the EDC. Davies, if they can't get a big run here, would suffer their first loss of the season. They would go to 4-1 overall, 3-1 in EDC play. Inbound to Schiller, no, knocked out of bounds by Safransky. First run trying to inbound, will put it in. It's taken away by the Eagles. Everson had the steal, went to Safransky, back to Everson. Now to watch it, to Passanante. And driving Everson, and that one is taken back. Artsy will take this one away. The basketball to Schiller, 2.5 left to play. 41 for Schiller by my count in this game. Handled by McQuillan. Schiller looking to drive, not on the shot clock. She'll lose her footing. McQuillan gets the basketball. And now we're going to get a whistle, and I think Coach Ripplinger, Kent Ripplinger is able to call a timeout for Red River. They'll keep the basketball. 2:17 left to play in the game. 7 seconds on the shot clock. We're back on YourLiveEvent.com.
American Family Agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American Family Agent.
American Family Insurance.
2 minutes, 17 seconds left here in the second half. Davies, Red River, 76-64. Red River leads Davies. First half, Davies was off to the quick start. 6 ties in that first half. Red River led, though, at halftime 39-34. Came out strong to begin the second half, and they've held a double-figure lead, really a majority here of this final 18 minutes to play. And we had a quick buzzer coming from the scores table. I think they had a question about time. 7 seconds on the shot clock, by the way, for the Rough Riders. And an inbound, Schiller had it knocked away, has the basketball. Needs to give it off to someone here for a shot. McQuillan takes the shot. This one, airball. Wilden will pull it down as the buzzer went for the shot clock violation, but it is Davies basketball. Passanante on the drive to shoot, misses, but is going to go to line for 2 shots. Fallon Passanante, 17 points, leads Davies in scoring. Foul against Spidell, that is her 3rd. And Passanante will get the first. Iberian will come into the game. Macy Wilden will come out. Next shot will miss, and the ball winds up out of bounds. 1:58 left to play. Safransky with the basketball onto the near side, finds Burrian. Safransky drives to the near side, tries to pass the lane, tipped away, and it's picked up by Morgan Hartsey. Feed to Hartsey, goes beyond the arc a little too strong on the pass, and right by Coach Ripplinger, and he went for the ball and then kind of looked back at his play. Just a reminder, hey, just keep your head up. Passanante with the basketball, 20 on the shot clock. Deep 3 for Safransky will miss, and a big rebound coming from Bergeron. Will now come to Hartsey, will give to Schiller. And by my count, I have 41 for Schiller. Fakes the pass in the lane, knocked down. And I believe that is going to be Wacha and would be her 5th. And Wacha will foul out of the game. She'll finish the game with 6 points. Fouls out with 57.8 left to play. And Schiller hits the first, 77-65. Next shot will be off the mark. Driving, Hartsey up for 2, misses, rebound Burrian, 45 seconds to play. And here comes a 3, that will miss. Ball gets picked up by McQuillan. 35 seconds left to play. Schiller with the basketball. And Schiller trying to burn off seconds here. There's 20 seconds on the shot clock right now for Red River. Ball gets worked around. Comes to Hartsey now into the hands of McQuillan. 7 seconds on the shot clock for Red River. Rough Riders will start their EDC season 5-0 as Schiller misses the shot. Davies Now 4-1, 3-1 in the EDC. 3 seconds left. Safransky will take the last second shot. Knocks it down, so that is good for Safransky. She will finish the game with 15. And our final score, 77-68. Red River victorious. Post-game show coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Wilf Dagelman started Dagelman Industries 60 years ago with one thing in mind. He wanted to make products that had a true impact on the farm. The foundation of Dagelman remains the same today. Build simple, heavy, reliable equipment that will last for generations. We choose to innovate rather than imitate and work hard to remain an industry leader. Wilf truly said it best. Build it right, build it heavy, and build it to last from top to bottom. If you're interested in joining our team, visit dagelman.com to view our openings.
Every farmer has a good story about picking rocks. Want to hear ours? To this day, we pick rocks on our founder's farm, and they go into every Bell Bank branch we build. How's that for rock-solid commitment?
Every bank wants you to open an account. Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to Bell Bank. We give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
And welcome to our Timers Express Car Wash post-game show. Our final score here in EDC girls basketball, 77-68. Grand Forks Red River remaining perfect here in their 2022-2023 season. 5-0 overall, 5-0 in the EDC with this win over Davies, who is now 4-1 overall, 3-1 in the Eastern Dakota Conference. Well, it was Davies who started out with a hot hand. Fallon Passanante had, it seems like instantly had 8 points, and Davies was up to the early lead, and then Red River it kind of started getting in some early foul trouble. They were able to settle things in and kind of put themselves, get their offense moving. And then all of a sudden it was a back and forth game, kind of what we thought we would see between these two teams. And our first half ended with 6 ties, but it was Red River who would go on a scoring run to close out that first half. And Red River would lead 39-34, and then an explosive scoring run to begin the second half. Put them in front by double figures, a lead that they would never get behind. They remained in front for a majority of, or through the entirety of that second half, and it was all double figures, getting as high as 16 points. Final numbers for Red River, Jocelyn Schiller finished with 41 points, 15 points for Riley McQuillan, 11 points for Cassidy O'Halloran, 3 points for Hannah Litzinger. Ellis Spidell had 2 points. Morgan Hartsey had 2 points. Those last two, they each had 4 combined points, 2 apiece, but their contributions in this game went beyond those 2 points as they each got those 2. That was kind of a little bit of maybe a nice exclamation point that came their way. As for Davies, Fallon Passanante finished with 18 points. Ashton Safransky finished with 15. Macy Wheeldon had 13. Brooke Everson had 12. Ashley Watcha had 6. Ryan Burrian had a point for the Davies Eagles. Again, victorious here. Davies falling to Red River 77-68. 68. This is our Times Express Car Wash postgame show. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more.
Kennels located in Castleton, North Dakota. We offer boarding for all of your furry companions. Whether you're going on vacation or you have an emergency, we are here for you. We know they are a member of your family, and we will treat them as if they were one of our own. Kennel tours are always welcome. Check us out on Facebook at Kate's Kennels or visit our website at kateskennels.com. Give us a call at 701-347-4176 for all your furry friend boarding needs.
And welcome back to our Times Express Car Wash postgame show. Red River, a 77-68 win. Jocelyn Schiller from Red River with us. Good performance from you. You finished with near 40 points. Your team gets the win. How satisfied were you guys getting this victory over a tough team like Davies?
Yeah, they're a really good team, and we knew that coming in we're just as good as a team, and we just had to play really tough, and I think we just were tough the whole game and got it done, so it was really, really nice to get it done like that.
You guys had some really early fouls. You guys started falling into some foul troubles. How much did that take you guys a little bit out of rhythm in terms of what you want to do defensively and offensively?
Yeah, we had to go to our bench, but our bench is super strong, and I feel like I'm really confident with everyone who comes off, and I think we all are. So we did lose some people that normally play more, but having the people off the bench come in and play like they've been playing for like years really helped us out.
And you guys went on that nice run to begin the second half, and there was one point where I think you only held them to like 6 points for the first nearly 10 minutes, and that fed your offense. Does your offense feed your defense, or is your defense feeding your offense, or are you guys just flowing?
Yeah, our defense definitely starts to flow our offense, and it gets us really confident getting stops, and then we just go down and we execute what we've been practicing.
And finally, talking to Coach Ripplinger before the game started, he said that you guys have some really strong role players. And looking at the performance of Morgan Hartsey in this game, she finished with a late basket in this game, but she seemed to be everywhere in the second half. What's it like to play with someone like that on your team?
Yeah, it's super fun. She's gotten so much better every time she steps on the court, and she gets more confident, and seeing her being able to knock down shots, not only helping us on defense but offense, is really fun to see.
All right, well, Jocelyn, again, congratulations on this win and this performance. Thanks for joining us here on the postgame.
Thank you.
That was Jocelyn Schiller joining us for Grand Forks Red River as her Rough Riders getting the victory here this afternoon against the Davies Eagles. Another win for the Rough Riders and another victory for them in the Eastern Dakota Conferences. They are now 5-0 overall, 5-0 in the EDC. Time now for us to give out some of our postgame awards, and first we're going to go with our RDK Precision Player of the Game. We just had a chance to talk to her. Jocelyn Schiller finished with 41 points. She is the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Well, the Energy Player of the Game, we're going to go with Ellis Spidell and Morgan Hartsey. We talked about both of them. They had 4 points between the two, but they seem to put their team in a good position here with some of the plays they were making in this one. So those are our Enbridge Energy players of the game. Next up for these two teams, they will not have as much downtime before their next contest. They're right back in action on Tuesday. For Davies, it's a trip to Fargo North. As for the Rough Riders, they will be at home hosting the Valley City Highliners. My thanks to Reggie Funk, who ran the camera here in this afternoon's broadcast. That will do it for our Times Express Car Wash post-game show. Again, our final score, Red River 77, Davies 68. Thank you for watching high school basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.